Hey guys, Deepak here from digitaldeepak.com, and this is day 2 of the project High Traffic blog. And here we have Kamna Jain and Shreyas, and we are going to take the blog forward. So yesterday we decided what the blog is going to be about, and then we finalized on the domain name, which is hightrafficblog.com. So we have purchased hightrafficblog.com, and we are going to go ahead and probably take it from there. Probably install a WordPress blog, which we will discuss today. And I was also thinking one of the most important things, especially when it comes to the blogging journey, is to be consistent and to do something every day. So here we are basically doing everything in front of you. Even the discussions on how we should take the blog forward is done in this call. And I was thinking that a lot of people ask questions, what topic should I choose? How should I do it? How do I write better? And so many things caught up, but they are not getting started. And getting started is the most important thing when it comes to blogging, and to make some progress every day. Even if I had not created something like this, where I am updating you every day on the high traffic blog project and getting 2 more people and doing it consistently every day, even I will not be able to do it consistently. So consistency is the most difficult thing, and it is the secret to getting results. So hi Kamna, hi Shreyas. What do you think we should do today on the blog? I think we should get a WordPress blog installed. I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah, we can do that, but there are some certain changes I just thought of making on the sheet. So if we can just quickly glance through that and then if we proceed.
Sure. So I'm opening the sheet right now.
Yeah.
So this sheet has been shared with everyone, and everyone has access to this sheet. We already have a bunch of other people having access to this sheet.
Yeah.
And yeah, so objective you added. You can
Yeah.
maybe explain a little bit about it, Kamna.
Yeah. So I just thought once if we have it here, it actually helps us in aligning everything we do to, at the end, like measuring it against this somewhere. So what we are trying to do here is showing how to actually build a blog from scratch, which is why that's there. Then slowly driving traffic to it, but traffic without money is something you cannot sustain with, which is why ultimately we want to monetize it. And talking about our monetization goals, we've, as we discussed yesterday, having 10,000 per month. But when I was just rethinking it, I thought even if we've set up an initial goal, we need to decide by when we want to reach there. Otherwise we'll also take a lot more time. And our ultimate goal, again, we should also have in mind when we want to somewhere realistically reach there. And yeah, as you added traffic, again, timeline, if we
I
include.
would put it as 3 months. I think by end of 3 months, we should be at a revenue run rate of 10,000 rupees per month.
Fair enough.
And 1 lakh per month, we can put it 1 year. Obviously, this can be revised, this can be
Definitely.
changed,
Yeah.
and we will see what is working, what is not working. But I think we can start with this particular goal.
So as we are actually doing this, and you mentioned that it's important that you start with your blog and be consistent. There's just one question which honestly I've also always had. So what do you suggest is better? Like, if there are two scenarios, one is where you're a little confused about what niche to choose, and you actually take some time, you finalize your niche and then start a blog. Or if it's taking too much time, you just start with one niche. Even if it doesn't work out well, it's fine, you leave it, but it's a good practice to begin. Out of these two options, what do you actually think is better?
I think for people who have some clarity on what niche to go after, obviously, if you keep working on it for like 3 to 6 months, and then if it doesn't work, they can always start a brand new niche from there.
Mhm.
I would not recommend focusing on multiple niches at the same time and starting 3 blogs and things like that, because
Mhm.
uh, if you can put all your focus in one blog, why split that focus into 3 different blogs? Then it's going to take three times as much time to actually get any results. But at the same time, what I would recommend is that people can have 2 blogs. One is the niche that they have chosen, and take the best educated guess of whatever niche that they want to go after, and then just go behind that.
Mhm.
That would be one way to do it. And they can also have a personal blog where they can blog about multiple topics
Okay.
and see where it goes. Or if people have a lot of difficulty in choosing a niche, they can just start with a personal blog, something connected to their name or something generic, and they can just go ahead and get into the whole process of getting a domain name, getting WordPress hosting, putting analytics there, and seeing some traffic, sharing the links here and there in social media. And once they go through the experience of setting up a blog and getting some traffic for the first time, I think it becomes far more easier to go from there, because there is some level of confidence that starts building. And that is the number one goal that I want to get people to experience. Like, once they see, okay, this is working, then lot more ideas will start coming. Okay, maybe I can do a blog in this niche, maybe I can create an information product here, and things like that. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a fair approach, because like a lot of times even I feel that what, I know some things about XYZ, I also know some things about ABC. What do I do? So
Yeah.
actually starting maybe a blog under my name, writing about XYZ ABC, and maybe having one, maybe say specifically to digital marketing or a particular niche, which I know I can maybe ultimately monetize. I think that's something I take away from what you said. That's a good way, I would say.
True.
Yep.
So
Nice. Yeah.
Shreyas, what do you think?
Yeah, that's a very good approach, I guess, because
I think
yeah,
having a personal blog is also like a public journal, and people
Hmm.
can just write
Yeah.
every day. There is no pressure that the article has to be perfect. There is no pressure that you are deviating from the topic, and you keep writing and improve the writing practice, and it becomes like an experimental blog where it might not be your primary revenue channel. Like, if you screw up something, you install a plugin, and then the blog does not work, it is still fine, because it's a personal blog, and people can use that as a base where they can experiment with things and then start a blog. So if people don't have an idea about what niche to start, I think they can just get started with a personal blog, something related to their name, and just write about anything, their life, what they had for food, or anything is fine. But the idea is to get something
Blog.
out there in the public domain and get the experience of blogging in the first place.
Yes.
Hmm.
Fair enough approach. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Yeah.
anything else on the sheet that we need to discuss?
Mm, no, just like a very basic change I made. Like it's not that relevant. I just segregated content ideas and generic ideas. Like anything we want to do with the blog, that's in like ideas, and content ideas is what we can use as like blog post ideas. Like whenever it comes to mind, just like type it down so that we have like a, because I actually read like a lot of people were like content generation becomes difficult. But when you actually think of anything, seeing what people actually ask, that's the base, that's a very good source of generating content.
Kamna, do
And
one thing. I have made you the host. Share
okay.
your screen
Okay.
and explain whatever you are explaining right now
Okay.
on with the screen shared. In the
Okay.
meantime, I will go ahead and fetch the affiliate link that I recommend people to sign up with.
Sure.
Uh, Let me go and fetch that link and get those things ready.
Cool. So like yesterday we had, what we had done was we just written that like include explainer YouTube videos about different things we talk about. So that I felt was an idea to additionally maybe something apart from what we want to include as content in the blog. So I just made a tab called other ideas where we include anything and everything which we want to do to sort of upscale our blog. But talking about what our content ideas should be, like things we can write about, definitely it comes from here, people's questions, which is how we sort of came to the niche. But let that be there, and apart from that, this can be anything, and anything which comes to our minds as in when we explore content, read content. So some people were like, what about free tools? And that's why we discussed yesterday and sort of thought that doing whatever we want to using certain free tools. And a very common query which people have with blogs is what kind of images can I use? Can I, if I use copyrighted images, is it okay by just giving credits to the person? So I thought we could make a blog with that. So just seeing things like these lead to a lot of content ideas. So whatever we think of, we will be adding it here. And like while Deepak sir is still looking for that, one more thing, which came to my mind was like Deepak sir has learned digital marketing group to get in touch with his audience. But even if, we don't have that, I think to at least kickstart, we can use our own Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram network to sort of get an idea. Like, I just wanted to know what podcast apps people use. I just put it up on my story, on Instagram saying, "Hi, do you listen to podcasts? If yes, which podcast app do you use?" So it was simple. One thing I ensured was I just added an image in the background in my story. I posted these two basic questions. So it gave me a head start, to where to start instead of articles. So it's okay if you don't have a group as big as that if you want to do market research. There are many other ways. So yeah, these were just few things which came to my mind once we started this.
Cool.
Yeah, right. To second that, I would say like once you come into this digital marketing field, you should connect with like-minded people in the same field. So once you have friends, Facebook friends who are digital marketers themselves, you can just put a post in your Facebook profile, and then people would be happy to like give their thoughts on that. You can use that as your market research or to validate your ideas.
Hmm.
Yeah, true.
I think everybody should create a Facebook group for themselves. I think that would be the best idea to go ahead and do it. Like they can create a WhatsApp group, Telegram group, or they can create a Facebook group and connect with like-minded people. So let me just check 1 second. Not seeing Kamna on the video. Yeah, you are there. Let me share the screen. So I recommend people to sign up on A2 hosting, and this has a specific discount running right now, and this is what I recommend for people to sign up. And I will be sharing the link to A2 hosting below this video, and I will be putting it on email and other places as well. So basically, once the domain name is registered, we have to log in into go to AT hosting and click on get started. So basically, I will just go ahead and set up the blog on A2 hosting. So that would be going for the light plan, which is one website. I think that's enough for now. We can always upgrade it later if we want. And it asks for registering a new domain name, but I will just update the name servers because the domain name has been already registered at name.com. So the domain name is HIghTrafficBlog.com. All right, so I think we will just go for 1 year plan for now, and then we can always change it. So we will go for a 12-month price, and that would be 3,000 rupees. Click on continue. So A2 Hosting is the only international hosting company that has so many payment options, including net banking, credit card, debit card, and things like that. So here I need to be entering my personal details. So I will stop sharing the screen right now.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Shreyas, you can maybe talk about some thoughts related to keyword research or blogging. And this will not take too much time. So let me just go ahead and sign up for A2 hosting in the meantime.
Yeah, sure. The other thing I would say is like yesterday we had a discussion about this, either to keep revenue as our primary goal or traffic as our primary goal. But I guess it's also good to take both of this hand in hand, because a lot of people, when they come into blogging, they come in that mindset that I have to make money, and they completely miss out on the fact that they have to provide value. They have to like get some traffic there. So both of these should be your goals. I guess traffic also should be your primary goal, because once you have that 1,000 people coming to your website every day, uh, and you give them a lot of value, at least 10% of that will be coming back to you to listen to you, and they would be more than happy to buy anything that you recommend out there. That is how you monetize things. Only if you give value, people will be able to connect with you, and they'll also transact with whatever you say. So both of that should be your goal.
So even you had your own blog, right? Do you remember what
Yeah.
goal you had for yourself in terms of traffic? Like I know it's a long time back, but do you remember by any chance?
I mean, even I came to the blogging field in a mindset that I wanted to make money, and that was my primary goal, and that is when I failed. I did not think about getting more traffic or providing value to people,
Yeah,
but I realized this like 1 year down the line when I had made zero money out of the blog. I mean, I just recommended my close friends to
yeah,
buy some hosting from my affiliate link. That is how I kept the blog running. But then I completely missed out on the fact that I have to like create some value for the visitors that are coming in.
correct. And that's true, right? I mean, if like a salesman actually comes to our door and is like, dude, buy this, we are like, please leave. Rather somebody
Yeah.
come give you some value and then is like, you know what, this is something which can benefit you. So I guess yeah, it comes from that basic
Yeah.
human.
It's very difficult to take both of this hand in hand. I guess Deepak has done this in the past. He has
Yeah,
done both of them. He has monetized it parallelly, he has also given value parallelly. That has
yeah,
worked for him. But a lot of youngsters who are coming into blogging these days, they only come with the mindset saying that I have to make money. And that is when most of their websites are shut in like the next 6 months, when they cannot do anything about it, because only when you get some visitors into your blog, that kind of motivates you to write more blogs,
yeah. Sort of creates that
right? If none of them reads it, there's no point. You don't feel motivated enough to write the next article.
correct.
So whenever like Deepak writes a blog, there's a ton of comments. That is when he still feels motivated, and then the next day he goes and writes one more blog.
Yeah, that's nice.
That
So
is
I would
one thing.
like to add to that. So before people pay you money, you have to get them to pay you attention. And creating some content and getting them to read your content is the first step in the entire process. So while you guys were discussing, what I did was that I created a new Gmail account. And I think whenever people start a brand new blog, I think it's a good idea to create a brand new Gmail account, because a lot of these things are going to be connected to Gmail, because we are going to use Google Ads, we are going to use Google Analytics, Google Tag Manager. So creating a Google account is a good idea, and that is the email ID that I will be giving while signing up for A2 hosting. So I need 2 more minutes to complete the sign up process. So in the meantime, you can continue your discussion.
Yeah. So I have something like remember Deepak said it's a good idea to create a group of your own. So I recently saw someone do that and I'll tell you how they did it. Okay. So there's a group on WhatsApp and a lot of people from digital marketing are connected to it. It's very easy and common to find such WhatsApp groups. So what she did was, now that everybody has a lot of free time, she spoke to a few experts from the industry. She made a nice poster. She said that I'm doing a live webinar with these people, and if you have any questions from these particular niches, you can join this webinar. And to join this webinar, you need to join this particular WhatsApp group. So in the WhatsApp group, none of those moderators or the experts were there, but a lot of people joined this group, right? So it gave her a good kickstart to create her own group. So this is how you can actually, like, I don't know, create a group out of a group to begin with. So one good way before you create your own group could be to join other groups, see how they work, and give some value there, and ask people to join your community as well.
Right.
So that was just, I don't know, something which came to my mind.
I guess yesterday we went ahead and did some competitor research
Yeah.
also. So Kamna,
I'll share
can
this.
you just
Okay.
yeah.
No, no, it's Deepak has the access
Yeah,
to that.
let me make you the
Okay.
host. You can share
Yeah,
the
me
screen.
or anyone.
Yeah, you can share the screen now.
Okay. So this is what we did. 1 second. Yeah, so yes.
Yeah, I guess yesterday we started adding some competitors that we already know in the industry who are writing around digital marketing and how to blog and all of that. So I just completed this list. I've put their domain ratings, the organic traffic that they're getting, uh, the number of referring domains uh, to this blog. So the very easiest way, the first easiest way to build a competitors list is just go to Google, type in the
I
top 10 digital marketing blogs in
do
India.
that. No, like I'll just type it here.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yes,
yeah.
go ahead. I'll scroll.
Let's go. Let's click on social bit and see what they've written.
ठीक है.
So if somebody has already done that research for you, saying that these are the top digital marketing blogs, this is an easy thing for you, right? Just pick up their names, put it in the sheet, and just find the metrics that has made them one of the top blogs. So Digital Deepak is there, Social Samosa is there. This is the easiest thing. Like you just type top 10 or top 50 or whatever, and then put your niche name. If you're saying health blogs, you can put health blogs, or if you want fitness related things, you can just put fitness blogs here, and you'll find a ton of blogs. You can just consider them as competitors, put them back into Ahrefs or maybe Uber suggest also, and they'll give you all of these metrics.
Yeah, that's actually a good way. Like all these lists are there for like so many niches.
Yeah.
Like same results are found for health and fitness as well.
Right. Once you have these 10, 20 competitors in your hand, you can always put them back into Ahrefs Site Explorer and see what are the keywords they're also ranking for. And it is very easy to pick up content ideas from there. So if you're always confused saying that what should I write next, check out what other guys are doing. Just write better content than them. That's the easiest way.
That's nice.
I think as we are doing this project on the side, Shreyas, you and Kamna should also start a personal blog and start like doing a bit of blogging.
Yes.
Yes, that's where actually my question came from. Like somewhere that always confuses me also, the whole niche thing. So I got my answer. I should kick off and start soon. Shreyas also will. What say?
Yeah, I've already set up my WordPress blog. I have to write my first article. Let's see, along with this project, I'll also start doing something parallelly.
This is actually a good way, no, for other people also to start. I mean, it's better to work on at least like one blog rather than no blog. Like, 2, 3 people work on the same blog at least initially. See where it goes then.
Yeah, and whenever Deepak posts this video on the LDM group as well as YouTube, if you have any questions, just comment down, guys, and we'll get back there. Whatever we know, we will always
Yeah.
reply there.
I mean, like this entire project will be shaped by the questions that we are getting from the audience, and
Yeah.
that definitely needs to be there. And so what I have done right now is that I have gone ahead and made the payment for
Okay.
uh, A2 host.
So I'll just update it here in finances.
Yeah, you can update it. So the domain name was purchased for around the exact price. I will let you know. 1 second.
Cool.
In fact, we can keep the finances as accurate as possible.
Yeah. This is
Deepak, you can also drop that hosting link in the notes section here.
On the Google Sheet, no?
or
Yeah.
should we, or is it better to make like a separate sheet for all
Links.
links that we want?
Like
Yeah.
within the same document, put a sheet for
Yeah.
all the links that we need.
Yeah.
Looking at invoice. Give me 1 moment.
Here you can update it once we're done. This can be like this.
Deepak, where did you buy your domain name from? Name.com, is it?
I got it from name.com. That's where I like to keep all the links organized. So, okay, but I will update the links. I will share the screen.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen. So, in important links, posting discount link. So I will put a short link here. I will update this after this video.
Thinking.
Yeah. So this is the order. We have purchased the domain name, and we'll go to finances. So the domain name was around $10. So that's around 754 rupees. The dollar rate has gone down a little bit again. It was not as high as it used to be. So that's around 740. Exact price I will update later. I need to look at the invoice. Hosting was 3,500. Again, exact price I will update. So notes name.com. So people can use godaddy.com and other things as well, which we will update it here a little bit later.
Yeah.
So let's look at the welcome email I got from A2 Hosting. So I have purchased the hosting in your name, Shreyas.
Okay.
So I've created this separate Gmail account just for this particular project, and here you can see the email ID is hightrafficblog2000@gmail.com. We will keep Google Analytics everything there so that we can also open the inbox and show people what's there. So these are all the mails that people will get after they sign up for A2 hosting. And so this welcome email is where the name servers will be. And these name servers need to be updated on name.com. So let me go inside name.com.
What we can also begin with is maybe, I don't know, like as we go ahead, things, we might have different types of emails, so we can create labels to keep things sort of
Yeah.
organized. And
Yes. I think all those project management things is part of growing a blog.
yeah,
A lot of people think that growing a blog is different, but growing a blog is growing a business. A blog is a business. You have to treat the blog as a business. So let me share my name.com page. So this is my name.com page, and this is hightrafficblog.com, registered on 26th March. So what I need to do here is go to manage name servers, and here I have to delete the default name servers that name.com has given, and I have to give the name servers given by A2 hosting. So that's ns1.a2hosting.com, ns2, ns3, ns4. So add name server ns2. So the interface for GoDaddy and other things will be a little bit different, but I think self-explanatory, and or people can just use name.com, the same thing that we use. Save
Yeah.
change.
This is called DNS, right?
Yeah. So
Yep.
The name servers handles, so anybody opens a browser, types in a domain name, the browser checks with the ISP, which has a domain name server, to understand from which server this has to be loaded, that website has to be loaded. So the DNS will have a list of all the latest IP addresses. It's just like, I always say, you don't just store phone numbers on your phone. You put phone numbers, but then you save each phone number with a name. The phone number might change, but the name does not change. So tomorrow you can move your website to some other hosting. The IP address of that server will change, but the domain name does not change. So domain names are just like the names that you store on your phone for easier recall of a particular brand, and it can point to any IP address. So we will go more into premium DNS and things like that, maybe a little bit in the future. But as a basic setup, this is enough. No need of premium DNS. I'm using Amazon's premium DNS. So there is a way to check this. It's called intodns.com. So what happens is that once I update the name servers, it takes up to 24 hours for the DNS to propagate. So it will not be available immediately. So HIghTrafficBlog.com report. So now it is able to see that. So here is where we check what are the DNS that is updated. So A2 hosting is updated here. And what will happen is that my computer might not be aware about this recent change, but we can still try. HIghTrafficBlog.com. So it says resolving host, and nothing happens. So that's where we are right now. But at the same time, I think we can go ahead and see what we can do with A2 hosting.
Just before that, Deepak, do you want to give some insights on the extensions that we're using for domain names? People have this confusion: should I go with .in or .com, or how is it different? How does it help?
I always prefer a .com, and if people can't get a .com, they can get a .in if it is going to be India focused. .net, .org is also fine, but at the same time, what happens is that once the brand name becomes famous, imagine that if I did not have digitaldeepak.com and I built the entire property on .in or .net. So what ends up happening is that the person who is having the .com will charge a high price if I want to acquire it. And a lot of people will visit the .com version by default. So I might end up losing a lot of traffic there. So I think that is definitely an issue. So I recommend going for a .com. So let's go back into A2 hosting. So A2 hosting client area is ready now that we have signed up. And here we will go ahead and click on cPanel login. So cPanel is where we install WordPress from, and this is still not resolved. It might get resolved tomorrow, or we will check again after we install the WordPress. So basically WordPress A2 optimized. I also have created like a separate video on how to do this. It's available in Digital Marketing Tools Mastery. So I would click on install now, and should be https hightrafficblog.com. Does this come with an SSL certificate, Shreyas?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So site name would be High Traffic Blog. Learn how to build a high traffic blog. So obviously I will change this later. and that would be hightrafficblog2000@gmail.com. And this site name and description can also be changed later if people are wondering. Anyway, I will copy this for now, put it in the chat box here, just as a placeholder. So this process involves a lot of usernames and passwords, and a lot of people end up forgetting their usernames and passwords. I recommend using a password manager like KeePass for that, or any password manager that people are comfortable with. Putting it on a Google Sheet would be a very bad idea.
And one more thing, just when you scroll up, there's something called as directory. Yeah. So there's this choose installation URL, and your directory by default in some of your hostings will have something called as WP written. You should always take that off. Otherwise, your WordPress will be installed in hightrafficblog.com/WP/WordPress.
So yeah, so
So
directory may,
directory should always be blank.
if you want to keep it at hightrafficblog.com. So let's go ahead and click on install. And this should probably take, so we will say overwrite. Shouldn't take more than a few minutes for this.
So meanwhile, you can say that why do you say that, it's a bad idea to save the passwords on Google Sheet? Like,
I mean,
why not? I mean, it's okay, no?
I don't feel secure enough. I mean,
Mm,
you open the sheet, you might share it with someone,
that
uh,
way.
and the encryption level is not that high. And if you get locked out of your Google Sheet or Google account, then all the passwords there is also not available.
That way.
So I use LastPass, which is a good password manager,
Okay.
or people can use like a standalone 256-bit encrypted manager. There is a bunch of password managers out there, and there is called something called Vault something. I don't know. That's topic for a separate discussion. Anyway, I hope this gets installed. So in the meantime, I think once the blog is installed, all of us will take turns in writing some blog posts. Kamna, you can write one blog post, Shreyas, you can write one blog post, and we can start publishing it there. So let me wait until this gets installed. And in the meantime, if there is anything else to discuss, you guys can discuss about it. I think the way we
I
are,
mean, a lot of people.
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, go ahead.
So the way we are doing this particular project, I think it's a very easy form of content creation. Just to have a chat over, I was actually drinking tea, and to actually go ahead and casually build this site, it also creates a lot of value for people who want to start from scratch and want to know what to do. Gives a lot of confidence to people that something can be started from scratch and it can be grown. Now, some people were asking, I already have a huge following, and why am I starting a blog in this niche? I could start some other niche. Some people were suggesting mental health and things like that, but I would definitely say that this is something that cannot be 100% replicated. And I definitely have a first mover advantage here. But at the same time, what we achieve in a period of 6 months, people might have to achieve that in a period of maybe 1 year or 2 years. It's just to build the confidence. And I'm not a mental health expert. I can't just go ahead and create a mental health blog just like that. So I prefer not to do it. And a lot of people, and what we are doing here is not rocket science either. It's pretty simple. And So let me see if the blog is installed. So I think the DNS will take some time to get updated, but I can see that this says that the blog is installed. Shreyas, why don't you try from your side if you are able to open hightrafficblog.com?
Yeah.
So this is what it says, and this is the admin URL.
All the details has been fetched up, but I guess it will take some time
Yeah,
for
it
the
would be a good idea
connection
to
to work.
wait for 24 hours, mostly something to do with the DNS. And sometimes people can try it from proxies or something like that. But anyway, let's be patient about it. I think we got the name servers updated today, got the hosting purchased, installed WordPress. So I think uh, good job today. So we'll probably catch up tomorrow again, same time, and get on to day 3. Anything else?
Done.
Yes.
Any other things on the mind about this project?
Maybe for YouTube, we should sort of get a thumbnail designed or something like
Yeah, yeah.
something which is there.
I was also thinking we should get a logo designed for this project for hightrafficblog.com, and
Yeah.
we can add it to the checklist,
Yes.
and we will contact the designer and get her to start working on that.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning in into day 2 of the High Traffic Blog project, and we will see you in day 3. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.